joining my father for lunch. I should have called ahead for a table.
Dr. House was just...
Enjoying a Reuben. It's okay. After 10 years, anything that'll get doctors in the same room is...
What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing? Chips? You want to see something really cool? I saw you leaving last Tuesday. Practically tripped over 2 guys on your way out, but you had no problem opening doors. It's called a kinetopsia. You can't see things when they move. Since you haven't been hit by a bus, I assume that it's intermittent. It's probably accompanied by seizures, which made me think that I could set one off by flashing them. God, I love this family.
You said no one's been sick, but what about delivery people, repair guy?
I wouldn't know. I work from home. Haven't been to the office in over a month.
Visitors?
Haven't had any. The only person I've seen in the last week was the pizza delivery guy, and he looked pretty healthy.
There's got to be someone you're close to.
Actually, the person I see most often is my father. He's asleep, so he can't stop me.
What is it?
Just feeling a little nauseous.
I think his liver's failing.
God, does that mean that I'm...
I need a central line kit. 2 units of packed red blood cells, hypo negative.
He's unconscious and heading for a coma. He's at a 4 on the RLAS scale.
Stop all treatment.
You think this is a reaction to our meds?
They're obviously not helping. Given the fact that he's an alcoholic, there's a good chance his liver wasn't so hot when he came in. Anti-seizure drugs could have just pushed him over the edge.
We take him off those meds, what do we put him on?
I was hoping you'd know.
Maybe academic. I just started him on dialysis.
Kidney and liver failure. Not too many people come back from that.
Trauma's out of the picture. Could still be infection.
Or neurological,
Or genetic. We need a better history.
Did you miss the part where the patient lost consciousness?
L-Dopa?
You're not waking Kyle. You're waking his father.
I commend your observational skills.
You have no reason to think any amount of drugs will wake a man from a coma.
Vegetative state, much easier. This guy's no Terry Schiavo. His brain's all air, he moves around, his muscles are barely atrophied. Just waiting for a fairy tale kiss. And after I do that, I'll stick a needle in him.
The amount of amphetamines alone would be dangerous. Besides whatever the hell else you've got in there.
There are reports out of South Africa about a pill that'd temporarily revive someone in a vegetative state. We've all seen awakenings. Made me cry. I want to cry.
Put the syringe down.
I can now draw you, mysterious stranger.
We don't experiment on helpless patients.
Be reasonable. There's no way this is gonna work.
Even if you woke him, it would only be for a few hours, a day, 2 at the most. You're risking his life.
I'm risking getting sued. That's the only objection here.
You'll be torturing him and his family.
Good news for legal. The only family he's got is upstairs dying. Why?
I want this patient monitored for the next 24 hours. I want someone with him at all times to make sure you didn't kill him. I want your ass in my office.
God, I'm starving. I could really go for a steak.
Do you know your name? You know where you are?
Gabriel Wozniak. I don't know the name of this hospital.
How much are 3 and 5?
8. Also known as half of 16, a quarter of 32, 2 to the 3rd power.
Coolest thing ever. Any history of seizure in your family?
No?
Liver disease?
No. How long have I been here? I got the feeling it's been a long time.
Interesting. If your internal clock kept ticking, how deep does that awareness go? Pick up scraps of conversations. Do you have the vague sense that the hospital administrator dresses like a trollop, or that the new Star Wars movies were a disappointment?
I know my wife is dead. I don't know how long it's been.
10 years. What's the last thing you remember?
The fire. My wife was in the bedroom. She had taken a sleeping pill. I got Kyle out, went back in for her. I knew I didn't make it.
I'm sorry.
What about your wife's side of the family? Any history of seizures there?
Your son, Kyle, is a patient here. I'm afraid his condition is serious. He may be dying.
No seizure issues on my wife's side either. What about that steak? Nobody ever answered me.